Hi, good day again from the Shaking family on day 281 of our weight loss journey, and it's weigh-in Sunday again for week number 40. And as it's turned out this week, I'm all alone again on the weigh-in Sunday video because Margaret's up in Caloundra looking after the kids in the house for my son and daughter-in-law while they're gone on a little anniversary cruise, and Lindsay's still fast asleep, and I want to get this done so that I can go up to Caloundra again today, and we'll go out somewhere up there for a treat meal. And I'm looking at maybe the Kawana Club. Been looking on the net, and it looks like the most reasonable. As I've said before, money's a little bit short at this stage because of the switching over from weekly to fortnightly and trying to catch up on the bills and everything else. So we've got to try and do it a little bit reasonable, and their menu looks reasonable for what you're getting. So yeah, maybe we'll take a trip through there. It's only short distance from where my son's living. I'll just go into the weights. I'm going to be doing everybody's today because as you can see, I'm here alone. And this week I weighed in at 108.5 kilograms from last week's 109 even. So I've lost 0.5 kilograms this week. I've gone below that 109 plateau that I've been at, but 2 weeks ago I was at 108.6, so I'm not putting too much faith in that. We'll see next week. If I'm still below the 109, then I think I've broken it, because I went to 109.6 and 108.6 and then back to 109 last week. That's a total weight loss of 29.2 kilograms from my starting weight of 137.7. As I say, I just have a look and see what next week is. If I'm still below that 109, then I think I would have broken it. Margaret this week, I've said I must let you know that she's been on antibiotics, and she's been on the nebulizer for her asthma, so she's also been on steroids. So she was a bit concerned about her weight, and she sent it through to me. She actually weighed herself yesterday morning so that she would be on the same scale that we're on. Rather than up at Dominic, we don't know what the scale difference would be from going from one scale to another one. So she weighed in yesterday morning at 116.9 from last week's 116.3. So she's actually gained 600 grams, but that's okay. It's because she's been steadily losing for the last few weeks now. So she's down a total of 16.8 kilograms from her starting weight of 133.7. So she's doing well still, even though she's picked up the 600. I mean, I picked up 600 last week too, or 400 last week. So, I think we're at the stage now where it's going to be a lot slower in the last week. The first week, Lindsay lost 10 kilos, I lost 6 or so, or something stupid like that, just because your body went into shock. And I think it's started to ease off now, and it'll probably be a little bit of a wave now, up, down, up, down, up, down. But as long as the main trend is down, that's all that we can hope for. Lindsay again weighed in this morning at 150.8 from last week's 150.7. So she's actually gained 100 gram. But that's also not too bad, because she's also, the last few weeks, she's been on a nice steady decline. And if it's a little bump now and then she starts going down again, that's great. 150.8, that's a total of 6.5 kilograms off her starting weight of 157.3. So Dominic, he says he don't know, I'll try that in English. He doesn't know what's going to happen this week, and I don't blame him. He's going on a cruise, he's going on a total break off the diet, so you'll probably gain something over the week, but that's fine as well. You've got to live your life. So we'll see what happens next week when he's back. But this morning he sent me his weigh-in, and he weighed in this morning at 133.5 from last week's 134.3. So he's lost 800 grams this past week. And even if he puts that back on this week, you know, it's just one of those things. So his total loss for up to now is 14.2 kilograms from his starting weight of 147.7. So we've had 2 losses, 2 gains, but the losses have far outweighed the gains this week. So total family loss last week was 66.1 kilograms, and this week it's 66.7. So that's up by 600 grams. So we're heading in the right direction there again. We went down for a little while, but as long as the general trend on that one is up and the general trend on all the others is down, we really can't complain. So as I've said today, treat meal, I think we'll just go to Kawana Club. They seem pretty reasonable. I've been looking around. It's reasonably close to where my son is. Probably makes sense all the way around because we got the grandkids with us as well, so there's another additional expense. And then I'm not sure what Lindsay's doing yet. Her friend slept over last night, so I don't know what the 2 of them are doing this morning. She and her friend will go with. I don't know, but that'll create a problem with transport on the other side. So I don't know what's going to happen there. I'll have to discuss that with her a little bit later when she's fully awake. As far as the show last night, if you have any doubts about what an entertainer he is, he's just brilliant as an entertainer. Andre Rieu was a really good concert in his hometown of Maastricht. They have a big open square that they set up, and it just kept bringing me back to the time we went to see him at Suncorp Stadium when he was in Brisbane a few years back. And the setup that he had there was basically, he recreated a whole castle in the stadium with ice rinks and horses and carriages, and it's a total spectacular when he puts on a show. And if you ever get a chance to see him, I really highly recommend it. I just wish yesterday there were a lot more people in the cinema. There was probably a handful of us, maybe 10 at that, in that cinema to see the show. And if there were a lot more people, I think it would have created a much better atmosphere in the place, because nobody was applauding or anything because it was just on the screen, except I did occasionally, because it just because it's on the screen doesn't mean they don't deserve an applause. So with that, I'm going to just wrap it up. I know Brad mentioned he had never heard of Andre Rieu, and I suggest that if you, like him, have never heard of him or don't know of his music, YouTube him and just see for yourself. So with that, I'm going to finish off today's video. Go get it edited, and get it up onto YouTube, and then I can head over to Caloundra again. Welcome to all the subscribers, and if any new ones, I haven't actually had a chance to look today yet, but if there are any, welcome, and I hope you're going to get something from these videos. And just bear in mind that it can be done, and we are living proof of that. If we can drop this weight, then anybody can, because we're just normal people. We're not doing anything special. We're just controlling what we're eating. And Sundays we go right off the diet, and we go and have a good meal or whatever we want. Please, if you have any comments or questions or suggestions, please drop them down below. And we're always willing to receive those comments. We appreciate the comments when we get them. And also then that little thumbs up down below. Apparently it's good. I don't know. I'm just going by what other people are telling me. And then also, if you haven't subscribed or you've just found out, just please hit the subscribe and the little bell, and you'll be notified every time we drop a video. So with that, it's thanks for watching The Shaking Family, and I'll try for one tomorrow morning before I shoot off for work. And see ya. Bye.